We're going to begin lesson 14. And I would like to introduce some of the letters in Persian, which are very rare in Persian, but anyway, there are certain words in which they are used. But one of them is this, which is se, as a connective. It has the pronunciation like this and like this. So these three of them have the same pronunciation. Se, se, se. Whereas the pronunciation in Arabic, they are different. So we have to learn some of these words. And let's begin with the first one. So we have the word like, let's say, let's say saniye, sa-ni-ye, okay? S-a-n-i-ye, saniye, okay? S, connective, a, non-connective, n, connective, ye, connective, and then this is the last he, which is added and pronounced a. Saniye means second. Second, in like minute and seconds, okay? We have, let's say, an example would be samar, samar, samar. Samar means fruit. As I told you, that they are very rarely used in Persian. One more example. Let's say we have مثل 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 me, okay, مثل means like, okay. So these are the words that you have to learn. Fortunately, there are not many of them. The next one, which is very rarely used, is this one. Well, it looks like a doll, like a, but it's pronounced z. So this and this and this one and this one are pronounced in the same way, okay? They are pronounced z. As I told you again, that in Arabic they are different, but pronounced differently, but they have the same pronunciation in Persian. So let's focus on this one, z, zal, and pronounced z. Some examples would be like, let's say, Zorat, okay? Zorat. Let me just write down this one. Zorat. Zorat. Zorat means corn. And this is not non-connective. Like this one, these two are non-connective. Like dal, non-connective. Zo, o, rat. Well, this sign that you see here, let me just make it bigger so they can see the sign. Okay, if I just write it down in, let's say, this, you can see that Zorat, this is Z, O, R. And this sign here is when you have Zorat, so you hear two re, and it's a little bit long. So in order to avoid writing it twice, we just put this sign on the top, and that will be pronounced Zorat, Zorat. So there are two syllables, Zor and then Rat. So one syllable, the first syllable ends in R, and the second syllable begins with the R. So we avoid writing it twice, so we put a sign on the top, okay? Zorat. Okay, let's go to some others. Examples would be, let me the number. Zorat, I told you it's corn. Then we have, let's say, Zogal, which I prefer to be written with a Z. With this one I prefer, but it is written like this. Zogal means charcoal. Zogal. I forgot to write it down. This one. Zogal. Zogal means charcoal. And another example would be گذاشتن. Go, g, o, Z A sh t a n. گذاشتن means sorry. گذاشتن means to put something somewhere. Okay, گذاشتن. One more example would be ذره. Okay, ذره. So z a r and we just write down one re and we put this on the top, gemination on the top. ذره means just a piece or atom, a very small piece of something. Okay, ذره. Another letter which is pure Persian but very rarely used is a j sound. J. So if you compare this one with this and this, you notice that r has no dot, z has one dot, j has 3 dots on the top. That would be j. Like in examples like the word in English measure, treasure, leisure. So these have the j sound. Example would be mo j. Moje. Moje means eyelash. Moje. Or a j. Remember that j is also non-connective. Ej da ha. Ejdaha. Ejdaha means dragon. And also we have j a sorry j a k a t. Jacket. Jacket means cardigan, jacket, jacket. Or another would be pa ju hesh. Pajuhesh. Pajuhesh means to study or sorry to do some research. Pajuhesh means research. Another letter which is rarely used is in Arabic. Okay, but pronounced as s. The example would be sabun. Sabun means soap. Or sa da li. Sandali. Sandali means chair. Sandali. We have, for example, Surat means face. We have an example would be soap. Soap means morning. Soap means morning. Another letter that we have in Persian, but that's like from Arabic, is Zad. Okay, it's written like this, pronounced Zad, and then it's pronounced like Z for us. For native speakers of Persian, it's the same as Z. Example would be Zohr. Z. Oh, sorry. Like okay. Let's say Mariz. Mariz means sick. Mariz. Like Qarz. Qarz means did I write the yeah. Oops. Yeah. Qarz means loan. And we have another one. Reza. Reza is the name for a boy. Another one is like this, and that's the same pronunciation. So this one and this one, and the one we had earlier here, like Z, and like this one. The 4 of them have the same pronunciation, okay, and pronounce za. It's pronounced za, but we just say zo. Example would be like zohra, zohra. Let me write again. Z, okay. Then you put an o, okay, zo. Then he and re. Zoh means noon. N-double-O-N. Noon. Okay. تظاهرات. تظاهرات, demonstrations. They are not very frequently used, but anyway, you have to know that they do exist. And we have another one which is written like this, qeen, but it's pronounced q. Example would be like قصه. Let me write again. قصه means grief, okay, sadness. We have let's say qam, again, qam means sadness. We have qure, qure is sour grape or green grape, okay. And the other one is maqaze means store, shop. Another letter that we have in Persian is qaf, okay, qaf, q. Like for example, qashuq means a spoon, or qaraرداد. Did I put an a? Yes. qaraرداد. q connective, re non-connective, or non-connective, re non-connective, de non-connective, or non-connective. So the only one which is connective is q, and that's connected to the re. qaraرداد means treaty or agreement. One more example would be okay, qazi means judge. Oh, the famous one is qur me sabzi. Qurme sabzi is a Persian dish. I like it very much. It's very delicious. It's really delicious. And what about another one? This one, qanun. Q is also a connective. Qanun means law. Another, let me see if there's another one. No, I guess we don't have any. These, okay, one more. Oh, ain. So we have something similar like this, which is qain, but it doesn't have a dot, and that's ain, and pronounce okay. Example would be my name, Ali, okay, okay, Ali, means the name for a boy. Ali, Ainak means glasses that you put on your nose. Orion means naked. Orion. Let me see if there is another word to go with that. That, okay. That means habit, okay. I guess we have covered all the letters in Persian, and we practice it. Well, I know that these are a little bit odd because they are very rarely used in Persian, but there are some words that we have borrowed from Arabic, and we have to learn them. There is no other choice, so we have to learn them. Let's go over them. They are the same, though they are different in Arabic. Saniye, samar, misl, zorrat. Remember that these four of them have the same pronunciation as z. Zorrat. And this sign is what? For the reciprocating of this, the gemination of this. Zorrat. So we just write it once and we put this on the top. Zorrat, corn. Zoqal, گذاشتن. ذره. ژ. موژه. اژدها. ژاکت. پژوهش. س از صابون. صندلی. صورت. صبح. ز was zat, yeah. Mariz, Qarz, and Reza. Za, Zohr, Tazahurat, Qain, Qusse, Qam, Qure, Maghaze. Remember that these two have the same pronunciation. Though their names are different. This is Qaf, this is Qain, but the same pronunciation. Qashuq, Qarardad, Qazi, Qurme Sabzi, Qanun, and this is Ain, like Ali, Ainak, Orion, Adat. Okay, this is the end of lesson 14, and from now on I'm going to start teaching how to write texts using all of these words. So far we have concentrated on the words, but from now on we are going to concentrate on paragraphs, not necessarily on the single words. Now you have become familiar with these letters, and I hope that through the practice, the constant practice, you will master them. Though some of them will be hard to learn, but anyway, the more you read, the more you match the reading of your books with the audios, the better and the sooner you can learn all of these letters. Okay, have fun.